Yeah, too many colors. Peace. I wanted to say, got the hat yesterday. As you can see it, specially made. Kemet Ray Ma'at, which means Black Sun Justice. So I want to thank you for that. And my wife, she wanted to say something too.
My hat was specially made as well, and it means first to step out of the waters of noon. And I want to say thank you to my aunt forever. Very nice.
Sister Andrea Brunette is in a place to be. How you doing, Senate?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
So you have something to show us today?
Yes, I went on to the product line and I bought 3 shirts and I just wanted to show you all what I got.
Oh, let's see.
Okay, so this is the first one. This is the
Ah, the Ankh shirt.
the Ankh shirt. I got it in black and gold, but I think I'm gonna go and get a blue one too.
All right.
Okay, so that's the first one.
All
And
right.
then
The Ma'at. Oh, it looks
this
good in
I don't
blue.
yeah,
All
I don't know.
right.
Yeah, this is the Ma'at one.
Oh, that's
I
what's
don't know if you
up.
can see.
Yeah, we see it. We
I'm
see
trying.
it.
Can you see it?
Nice bright
And
color, you know.
yeah, I love this. I love this color. I love it. And then the piece de la resistance is my favorite
I'm the best to
one.
be too
I'm
nice.
the best to be tonight. Yeah,
That's what's up.
favorite.
I'm the
There's
best
that
to
on
be
the sleeve
tonight.
too.
Even on the sleeve.
Tonight,
All right.
even on the
Tonight.
sleeve. I had it. Yeah,
All right.
this is the lick right here. So I'll be wearing that on
Oh,
your next live. I will have this one on.
all right. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. Oh, wow.
So
Well,
that's the 3 ones I got.
thank you very
Love
much
them.
for your support. It's appreciated. I'm glad that you like the products.
You're welcome. You're
All
welcome,
right.
and we'll see you on the next live stream.
Okay, I hope you can see this. Civilization started with agriculture. Custom made shirt from Ma'at Forever, Shaka Indugu. Civilization started with agriculture. This is Curse of Hammurabi, Shaka Indugu, who I support. Civilization started with agriculture.
Hey, this is my unboxing video that I'm doing for the product I bought from my Forever's channel. I bought the coffee mug, and here it is. Sorry there's a glare from the screen, but lots of bold, crisp, beautiful colors, inside and out, high quality ceramic. I absolutely love it. So y'all go check out his website. It's got a lot of fun, fresh designs. And cheers to you, Shaka, and all of your endeavors. Peace.
All right. Hey, brother Donnie Williams. See, you got your mail.
Yeah, yeah. What's up, Shaka? I was gonna do just I know it's a serious topic, but I was gonna do a little
No, I appreciate that, bro. I'm
unboxing.
glad.
So
I'm glad. Yeah. Live
yeah, man.
unboxing. Bro, you don't mind if I use this excerpt, like as a clip, my
No,
intro?
no,
Oh,
it's all
thank you.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And for those who wonder, I'm gonna share the link.
yeah.
All right, that's lovely.
I got the Heather Gray. Oh man, yeah.
Oh, you got the
I
Kemet
didn't,
shirt as well. Okay.
yeah. Can you? I didn't know it had that on the back
In the
though.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. That's what's up,
That's
man.
lovely. Oh, thank you. I
So
appreciate that.
yeah. So just letting you know, just coming through, showing some support real quick, man. I'm about to get back into this Netflix film. So just wanted to say peace, man, and thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot, brother.
Okay.
All right. Our sister RP is in the place to be. What's up, sister?
E.T. Sin E. How you doing?
E.T. Senate E. I'm doing Nefer.
Oh, great. Well, I got it today. I was thinking it was coming from France, but then I did the tracking and it was outside actually when I went to check, and here it is.
Oh, that's what's up. It's just like my hat. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Let me do the solo layout. There it is, brothers and sisters. That's
Yeah,
what's up.
I really like this. Yeah, so I have an after school program that I help facilitate. And I'm going to wear this because we're going to start talking about coding. So I'm going to
Okay.
use this as an introduction because this is a code. It's
Mm.
ancient code, but it's still a code. And then we're going to be able to, demonstrate. I'll be able to demonstrate to them the meanings inside each of the, glyphs and stuff. So, but yeah, I was looking online and I was like, this is actually like really good designs, So as soon as I get some more, extra money, I'm gonna get the matching hat and I want to get a Ma'at shirt. But I really like the Kemet one to start with. Yeah, so it's really good. And the prices ain't bad either. So
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I
yeah.
appreciate that. Mic check. Questions? Senu Hena Senut I Tiren Ishaka Nukukemet. I hope you're doing well. The title of this live stream is The Sun Rotates Around the Earth? Question mark. Chat is open for supporters only. You have the link to join if you want to. You have the link for the nice gear that you've seen. You've seen all these testimonials, happy customers. Let me do my fair use disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Donnie Williams is in the place to be. He wrote check, which means that he can hear me well. Thank you for that, brother. It's very early right now in New York. It's 4 a.m. Straight to the nitty-gritty. Bear with me. V. Bennett is in the place to be. He wrote Hotep to you. So yes, let's get to the nitty-gritty. This video right here, this gentleman called Shamsis is very well known in England's Speaker's Corner in London. So you have the title of the channel. They have 131,000 subscribers. It's a very large platform. You can see it was uploaded 14 hours ago, so that's not old news, right? Now, that being said, That being said, I'm wondering if this is an Islamic view. It's the first time that I hear that, actually. Now, I don't know it all. I've heard about the flat earth, right? Seems to be an Islamic view. However, it's going to mention that you have some part that it is written somewhere in some of the scriptures that they follow, most likely the Hadith. I'm not sure if in the Quran there's something that indicates that the earth is flat. It's probably in the Hadith. But it says that somewhere there's an indication that the earth is round. However, the sun rotating around the earth, I've never heard that before from an Islamic or Muslim point of view. Have you ever heard that? Now, when I ask the question, you don't need to answer right now. You can answer later on when the stream is over in the comment section. So what I'm going to do is go straight to the beginning. This video is 17 minutes in total, but I will only play 7 minutes, which will be well past the statements that is of interest for us. This way nobody's going to say, well, you know, you took him out of context, because this is a talking point that some people have. And I wrote, flat earth is Christian concept by Europeans. Well, ask around, brother. Ask some Muslims if they believe that the earth is flat. Many Muslims do. I'm not saying all, but many do. Let's hear it now.
The KFC says halal. He went to the website and he says that, what is it? We continue to insist that our chicken is spun. They spun the chicken. So they don't do it halal way. They don't do it halal way.
So you're saying KFC is not halal?
That's why they say in their own website.
Yeah, they're confessing it.
They're confessing it. That's why, you know. That's why you know about this Al-Kitab. I don't eat from them anymore. Because
HMC only.
Yeah. Because why? Some brothers now they use Shulhadamid's fatwa, which was 20 years ago or 25 years ago. I don't believe. Now we know for a fact. We cannot deny it. We know for sure that the food that if you go slaughter houses, they don't put no condition. In order for you to work for them, you have to be Muslim. You can be atheist. You can be a Christian. It's known. You cannot deny it. We should not follow our desires. You understand? Barakallah fikum. So, alhamdulillah, there's a lot of halal places. Alhamdulillah. We don't have to go to haram. You know, barakallah fikum. So, you know.
Is there any dalil in Islam about the earth, if it's flat or it's flat?
If the earth is flat, or who believes the earth is flat?
Me.
Don't be shy, man. You believe the earth is flat? I believe it. I believe the earth is 2-bedroom, 1 house.
Do you know what? I ask few pilots though.
You ask the pilot.
I ask pilots. Did you ask? Ahl Khibra, la.
Anyway, there is a verse which indicates it's flat, and there's a verse which indicates it's around. So Allah knows best, you know. Yes, Ibn Hazm al-Zahiri said there's ijma' the earth is around. Ibn Hazm al-Zahiri, quoting one of the scholars, Sheikh Islam Ibn Taymiyyah mentioned the same thing, that there's ijma', there's consensus among the scholars that the earth is around. Well, Allah knows best if it's around or it's a flat. What is our main target? Our goal as our objective goal as a Muslim is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, there's one thing we have to believe. The sun rotates around the earth, not the earth rotates on the sun. That is a lie. Because there's many clear proof that the sun rotates around the earth. Not the earth. This ta'aleem that Muslims been brainwashed. Even some Muslims say, Akhi Shamsi, you're not well acquainted in this issue. Shut up, man. You're not well acquainted. You're a slave of the scientists. You're a slave of the Western world. Don't tell me I'm not well acquainted. It's a lie. And now if I bring you a careful scientist, you will say, we here and obey my master. Allah, bro, there's a hadith. And Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, he said the sun stopped for one person. What? The sun stopped for who? One person. Who's that? Yusha bin Nun. It was in the time of the battle. And at that time, Bani Israel, the Israelites, was not allowed for them to fight after Maghrib. So the sun is about to set. Yusha bin Nun said to the sun, you have been commanded, and I have been commanded. Stop. Hang on. If the day and the night is based upon the earth rotation, why Yusha is saying the sun to stop? Because telling the sun stop is is worthless. Why? Because even if the sun stops, the earth's going to rotate. Understand? So it's a clear one. Likewise, Ibrahim alayhi salatu was salam. He said to the man who said, "Ana uhi al-mawta." Naam, I cause dead people to back to life. He said, "Inna Allah ya'ti بالشمس من أن الله يأتي بالشمس من المشرق فأتي بها من المغرب." Allah bring the sun from the east. They bring it from the west. If the sun does not move, what is the point time to bring the sun? It's about the earth, it's not about the sun. So there's many clear proofs. Alhamdulillah. So, but I can tell you, because why some Muslims, Allah said, Prophet Muhammad said it's not enough for them. What's his name? Stephen Hawking, in his book, The Great Design, if I don't remember exactly, he mentioned that there are different opinions. There's no scientific proof that the earth rotates on the sun. Yes, the sun rotates. I'm not a slave of the scientists. We can obey whatever they say. Clearly, I see the sun moving. Say no, the earth is moving. And what is how fast is moving? That's some ridiculous speed, أخي. So, yes, it's a kufr. Sheikh Ibn Baz said it's a kufr to reject the sun rotate on the earth. Because it's clear verse, clear hadith. So we believe that, alhamdulillah. We are not in need of scientists to tell me about my belief. And doesn't mean we reject everything scientists said, by the way. Because some Muslims, if you tell them we don't fall back for scientists, they say, oh, you reject everything. No. There's two types of science. There's two types of science. There's a hardcore science, and there's a science which is based upon a pure assumption. Illa yakhrusun, guesswork. One of them is black holes. What is the black holes? You tell me what is black holes. Dark matter, just names. Black holes, dark matter. And that's white holes. White holes. ايش هذا التلاعب؟ بارك الله فيكم. Subhanallah. No doubt. So the point here is they just pure cosmology. It's based upon assumption. They say, they say, I don't know where they say the universe is 13 billion years. Yes? Recently they come out, no man is way older. Bro, way older. We don't know how long the universe is, but the point here is they say 13 billion years, yeah? Then they said, no, it's a way older. So when you say 13 billion years, it's like you even miss the mark, you miss everything. The earth is like this. They brought us some human. You see what happened in Mexico? They say they found two guys from aliens. Some aliens. Come on, bro. They look like my neighbors from back home, man. Those guys look like my neighbors, man. There's some Algerians guys. They went to Mexico playing around. But we don't negate there's other creation. We don't. Because why? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us Allah created things which we don't know. Allah told us about that. But I've noticed بعض المسلمين عندهم غلو فحتى الآن إيش scientifically proven. Everything scientific. Some brothers they ask me, Shamsi, why don't you use modern science? I'm not in need of that. Why? Or alhamdulillah, Islam, what is beautiful about Islam? Christianity is in need of Judaism to make it valid. The Christians are in need of the Old Testament to make their religion valid. Islam is not in need of anything because Islam stands by itself. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, so that's 7 minutes. 3 interesting points that he made. 3. At one point, you heard him say that there's no scientific proof that the Earth rotates around the sun. Now he literally was saying rotate on the sun. You see. But you can see that English is not his mother tongue. He comfortably, but anyway. That's another interesting point that I wanted to mention. He said that Christianity and I'm paraphrasing, is Judaism, but Islam doesn't need anything, doesn't rely on anything. Now, I find that interesting because there are so many stories that we find in the Quran that are also found in the Bible, therefore in the Torah as well. But that's his opinion. That's his opinion. Now, there's another thing he said. I hope I'm not going to lose my thought. Oh, I forgot. It may come back to me. Oh yes, I remember now. He quoted somebody. I could not catch the name because he speaks fast, you know. And besides, it seems like it was an Arabic name, so probably it was somebody from some hadith who says that it is a kufar say that the sun doesn't revolve, and I'm paraphrasing again, that the sun doesn't rotate around the earth, you know, something to that effect. Now, kufar, kafir, that's basically an unbeliever. That's like one of the worst titles that you can have in Islam. You know, let me put it this way, and if people disagree, then make their own breakdown. You know, it's not the nicest title. Some people translate it as an unbeliever, and you know, it's not positive at all. You know, now that statement doesn't come from the Quran, not to my knowledge, and doesn't come from the Prophet of Islam, Muhammad. Otherwise, he would have said so, right? If I'm wrong, they can let me know. So, is this an Islamic view? Have you ever heard that? Now, I want to move to something else that I've shared before. I don't know if you remember, but you have the title at the bottom. This gentleman here, Mohammed Hijab, was having a discussion with that Christian here. And Mohammed Hijab was seems that he was upset, so he resorted to talk about the dude's mother and insisting on that. Actually, on one video, they even put that in the title. Like they are proud of it. Let me show you this. So you have that. Let me check that this one is channel. I understand there's some sort of rivalry between Mohammed Hijab and Shamsi, the one you just heard. That thing. Have a discussion. Or so I want to check this one too. Really seem to be both Muslim channels. Now you see here the title. Your mom is Mohammed Hijab and Christian Speakers Corner. That one says Mohammed Hijab says if someone wants to attack the Prophet, we will attack their mom. Why don't you attack the person you have an issue with? What do you want to attack their mother for? But anyway, they're trying to justify something that the dude said that was just not cool. That being said, I want you to hear something. And it's probably the first time that I hear that. Closely.
Continue with your. So my point is 3 steps. That is just to answer your question. Yeah. If your point is that if you look at the Quran alone, without reference to the Hadith, can you justify intercourse with prepubescents, or would you have a stronger argument? I'll say you would have a stronger argument.
What if I told you that there's 17 different unique ways to generate upwards of 20 new high-ticket clients?
Without the Hadith.
Back because of the ad, so
that is just to answer your question. Yeah. If your point is that if you look at the Quran alone, without reference to the Hadith, can you justify intercourse with prepubescents, or would you have a stronger argument? I'll say you would have a stronger argument without the hadith, but we don't accept the Quran without the hadith. That's why we look at the Quran and the hadith.
So for the record, you heard him said, we don't accept the Quran without the hadith. Said, we, is obviously talking about Muslims, don't accept the Quran without the hadith. Let's hear it again.
Without the hadith, but we don't accept the Quran without the hadith. That's why we look at the Quran and the hadith.
So you know how many times I had discussions with Muslims, and the ones who do it the most maybe the ones who do it the most are what people label as the black Muslims. Muslims, non-Orthodox Muslims, for example, of the NOI, the Nation of Islam, or non-Orthodox Muslims, such as members of the Moorish Science Temple of America, or those who call themselves Moors. A lot of them don't even know about the Hadith, and some kind of heard of it. Sometimes I have discussion with them, and you quote some Hadith, and then they're gonna say, "Oh, you know, we don't really go by the Hadith. We go by the Quran." You know what I'm saying? Now, finally, one thing that I want you to hear, just in passing, that's Frankie when he hollered on the Chris Harris channel. One part I want you to hear for the record, because he had made a rant years back. This video is 7 days ago, just a week ago. Everything was all good just a week ago. He had made a rant years back, and he said that Polite scammed him, right? A week or so ago, he said that he was scammed of $50,000, right? And 7 days ago, listen to what he said.
Fuck that Polite shit. I don't give a fuck about that situation. You said that more than once. More than once, brother. You knew a long time about Polite was being a scammer and all this shit for 3 years that was going on with Polite. You knew that. And
so if Chris knew that Polite was doing scamming, that's been going on for 3 years, I mean that Sanella knew it. So why Sapofis Filthy Frankie wanted to interview Polite? Saying. So really, that's what I wanted to share. I would like to hear from the people. The claim that the sun rotates around the earth. Have you ever heard it? Is it an Islamic view? If it is, do you mind quoting the book that you rely on in order to substantiate that claim? Thank you for listening. Stay safe, stay healthy. If I'm allowed to by the nature, I will definitely holler back at you. I don't argue, I state facts. If you're not part of the solution, so if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. If you do not think right, you will not act right. If you know better, you will do better. Hotel.
Now, for the record, for those who don't know, I'm giving middle nature classes. And here, that's the flyer. Okay, so those who are interested, feel free to holler at me. If you're not interested, it's cool, but I recommend that everybody who has not yet seen the video Kemet and Ma'at before Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, then watch it. It has about 300,000 views and really deserves to have a lot more.
I just want to let everyone know who's listening in now and who's going to listen to this stream in the future. I just had my first Meta Nature class by Brother Shaka today, and I've had other Meta Nature lessons by other teachers, and I can tell you right now, the brother is the best in the game. He is that was one of the best classes I've ever had, ever. So if you're interested in learning the Meta Netia, if you're interested in getting the basics of it, Brother Shaka is an awesome teacher. Get with him, and it's extremely affordable. This brother is giving us his time and his skills, and he's basically giving it away. I mean, I just consider it a donation. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody's interested in learning the Meta Netia, get with this brother right here. He's an awesome, awesome, awesome teacher. And I'll end with that.
Hotep Senu, Hena Senut. This is Julie, also known as Servant of Yah, and I'm currently taking the Medu Netia classes with Brother Shaka, and it has been an amazing experience. Only 2 lessons so far, and I feel like I've been taking the classes for months, just with the how in depth he goes into the vocabulary words, the construction of the language, the grammar. It's been immeasurable, the experience. And one thing that comes across, hands down, is his extreme passion for teaching this to anyone who is willing to learn and has an interest in learning. So I highly suggest, if you are interested, even a minimal interest, that you subscribe to the classes with Brother Shaka. It's such a nominal amount for how much you get. I know, like, our last class was over 2.5 hours. It felt like 2 minutes, but because that's how, involved you are in what he's teaching and how he teaches and how compassionate he is about what he teaches. Also with sharing materials free of charge, no question, no doubt. It's just what he does. He doesn't have to, but he does. And so I just wanted to give a short testimonial about the class and the effectiveness of the class. And all of that is attested to how studied Brother Shaka is. So I highly recommend anyone with a minimal interest that you do sign up for the Medu Netia class. Hotep.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, which is Ma'at Forever. Don't forget to watch the video entitled Kemet and Ma'at. Don't forget to share Kemet and Ma'at on my channel on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or other social media that you use. Email, text messages, you name it. Those who wish to donate can do so on paypal.me/ma'at4ever.